hair was still a little messy, bare feet tucked beneath the chair. Toast went cold beside the butter, 2 fresh mugs between us there. You asked me what I wanted Sunday, I almost said whatever you do. That old easy answer reached my tongue, the one that never tells the whole truth. Steam curled up between us, and I felt myself start to wait. Say it while it's warm, before I turn a simple truth into something I say for later, till later has nothing left to lose. Say it while it's warm, while you're here and I can mean it. I like this, I like us, and I don't want fear to be the loudest thing between us. You didn't ask for any promise, didn't lean across the table for a vow. You just looked at me and let the moment be exactly what it was right now. I told you I'm still bad at saying what matters while it matters most. I've spent too much of my life finding brave words after people go. You wrap both hands around your coffee, so then start with what you know. So I looked at you instead of down, and didn't make the sentence complicated. Say it while it's warm, before the morning turns to errands, before I hide behind the small talk and make you guess at what I'm feeling. Say it while it's warm, no big forever, no perfect line. I'm glad you're here, I want you near, and that's enough truth for this morning to be mine. To think holding something back made it safer in my hands. Now I know a feeling left unspoken can become a distance no one planned. So I don't need to know December, I don't need to name the years. I just need to stop treating love like honesty is something to fear. Say it while it's warm, while the steam is still between us, while your hand is on the table and my heart still has a chance to speak up. Say it while it's warm, before habit teaches me to hide. I like this, I like us, and today I'm saying it on time. You smiled down into your coffee and moved your chair a little closer to mine. I walk alone where we used to stand. Your touch still lingers in my hand. Every step feels close to you, like every dream is coming true. Your silent wish I never showed still lives in places you would know. Every mile pulls me inside, where your heart and mine collide. The wind still carries what we said, those tender words inside my head. I hear your voice so crystal clear, like you're still somewhere very near. No matter where the road feel your love surrounding me. It gently leads me through it all, like I was never meant to fall. On this empty road, I feel you close in every breath. Your memory flows. No distance breaks what we have left. I'm never walking here alone. Through every turn your light is shown. This empty road leads me to you, and everything and all I do. I see your smile in every sky, in every tear I've never cried. You are the reason I believe. In every moment I can't leave. Though you're far, I feel your flame. It calls my heart and speaks your name. No time can steal what we have grown. You are my truth, my only home. If I could hold you one more time, I'd freeze forever in that life where all the world just fades away, and only you and I can stay. No fear, no doubt, no falling apart. Just you, forever in my heart. On this empty road, I feel you close in every breath. Your memory flows. No distance breaks what we have left. I'm never walking here alone. Through every mile your light has shown. This empty road leads me to you, and every beat and all I do. Empty road, but not alone. You are where my heart has grown. Empty road, you are my home. I'm never walking here alone. Living room without furniture. Sun made rectangles across the floor. You could still see where the bookcase stood, and the little dent behind the bedroom door. I walk the rooms without a checklist. Nothing left to wrap or load. Just old marks where a life had rested before the truck took everything we owned. The sold sign leaned beside the walkway. My car was waiting at the curb. I checked the taps, the back latch, every window, doing small things so I didn't have to think in words. Then I found the spare key in the drawer, brass worn smooth along one side. For months I'd kept it like a private promise, a little metal way back into another life. I left the key inside on the cleared off kitchen counter. No spare one in my pocket, no quiet way to let myself back in. I left the key inside, not because none of it mattered. Some doors can close for good and still have held a life. Well, worth living. I picked it up from habit, made it halfway to my coat, and stopped beside the patch of evening where our table used to go. I thought about the nights we wanted and the years that didn't turn out right. How many times I'd kept one door unlocked just so the past could still feel possible. At night I set the key back on the counter, heard the small sound when it landed flat. Funny how a thing that weighed almost nothing could be the last thing asking me to come back. I left the key inside where the next hands could find it. I took my wallet, took my coat, left that old permission there behind me. I left the key inside, and for once I didn't bargain, didn't tell myself I'd only keep it in case I needed one more look around. Maybe closure isn't feeling nothing, maybe it isn't clean, maybe it's knowing what you loved was real and still not needing access to the scene. I stood 1 second in the doorway, palm against the painted frame, then pulled the door until the latch caught without asking the house to say my name. I left the key inside, no spare one in my pocket, no little road back through the lock to who I was before. I left the key inside and heard the deadbolt turn. I don't have to keep the door unlocked to prove I loved the life behind it. I left the key inside, and this time I left too. The lock clicked once, I walked past the sold sign and never checked my pocket. The floorboards creak beneath my boots, silence settles, growing roots. The old clock hums a lonely tune inside this cold and empty room. No shadows dance to comfort me, only echoes I can't leave. A candle trembles in the night, casting ghosts in fading light. The whispers rise like distant rain, calling softly through the pain. Every memory lingers here, closer now than disappearing. In this empty room I sit alone, listening to a heart without a home. Shadows dance, they mark my fight, flickering softly in candlelight. Every whisper sings my name, nothing here will feel the same. Only echoes fill the air in this empty room again. The windows crack, the wind slips in, cold against my weathered skin. Outside the world keeps moving on, while I wait from dusk till dawn. I count the hours one by one, wonder where the years have gone. And every sunrise fades too soon inside this cold and empty room. crystal clear. They never speak, they only stare, leaving silence everywhere. Every step I take reminds me of the life I used to know. Now the only voice that's left is the wind that softly blows. In this empty room I sit alone, holding pieces of a broken home. Shadows dance, they mock my fight, flickering softly in candlelight. Every whisper calls my name, still I stay through all the pain, till the morning finds me here, learning how to face my fear. The candle fades, the silence blooms, I'm still here, inside this empty room. Sunday afternoon at the kitchen table, 3 clean pages, 1 cheap pen. I wrote I'm sorry, then kept going, till sorry started sounding small again. I wrote about the night I blamed you for finally getting tired of me. Wrote how I made every conversation a case I had to win, instead of something I should hear. And halfway down the 2nd page I wrote, if you can write me back. I stared at that line for a minute and drew 1 hard mark through that. I started over with less explaining, no reason dressed up as regret. No, I was scared, so you should understand me. No list of what I meant, just the things that were mine to carry, the calls I dodged, the promises I bent, the way I asked you to keep forgiving what I wasn't willing to prevent. I folded all 3 pages slowly, put your name across the front, then wrote my street in the upper corner, and knew I still hadn't learned enough. No return address, no little road back to me, no quiet way to turn I'm sorry into please come rescue me. No return address, if you read it, that's enough. I owe you truth without a question, I owe you words that don't ask for love. Nothing coming back doesn't mean it wasn't worth sending. I crossed my address out completely, then took a fresh envelope instead, because leaving even 1 small doorway was still asking something you never said. Maybe you throw the whole thing away, maybe you read it years from now, maybe silence is the only answer. I'm finally willing to allow an apology isn't a key, it isn't payment for another chance. Sometimes the cleanest thing you can give someone is truth, with nothing tied to their hands. No return address, no place you have to send forgiveness, no hidden hope beneath the stamp, no favor folded in with this. No return address, just my name where the letter ends. For once I'm not asking what this changes, for once I'm saying what I know I mean it now. At the corner mailbox, I checked the blank space one last time, and let the envelope fall through the slot, past where my hand could reach it. Down the old garden path I walked, with nothing but the weight of yesterday. Morning broke through the clouds at last, and somehow you found me that way. You never needed fancy words, your smile was more than enough. One gentle touch across my hand was stronger than a lifetime of love. You brought color back to places that had forgotten how to grow, like spring arriving after winter. You taught this heart to hope again. Every bloom remembers the morning we first met. Some moments never leave a man, no matter where he gets, where the roses bloom. I found my way back home. You turned my darkest season into a place I'd never known. Every spring reminds me how love can break through stone, where the roses bloom. I'll never walk alone. I still hear your voice at sunrise, drifting softly through the trees. Every petal falling gently carries a piece of your memory. Years may pass like changing weather, summer fades into the blue, but every flower in this garden still reminds me of you. If tomorrow calls us far in these quiet country roads, I'll carry every promise inside the life we chose. Love don't always shout its story, sometimes it barely speaks. It grows like roots beneath the ground, patient, strong and deep. Where the roses bloom, my heart still learns to stay. You filled these empty hands with hope the day you came my way. Every spring I'll find you in the morning light again, where the roses bloom. Our story never ends. Where the roses bloom, that's where my heart remains. Where the roses bloom, I'll always find you there. The highway wakes before I do, headlights fading into dawn, coffee steaming in the cup holder, another county rolling on. My old boots rest beside the pedals, dust still clinging to the floor. Every mile I leave behind makes me stronger than before. I spent too many nights believing I was running out of road. Now I know a man's still living, long as he can bear the load. The sunrise doesn't ask permission, it just breaks across the sky. Maybe that's the kind of courage I've been searching for all my life. Wherever the morning finds me, I'll keep moving toward the light. One more road beneath these tires, one more reason not to hide. Every scar I carry with me, every lesson carved in stone. Wherever the morning finds me, I'll find my way back home. There's an old man at the truck stop, says, son, don't race the years. He smiles before he drives away, leaving wisdom in my ears. The radio keeps fading in and out, like memories on the breeze. Some are heavy on my shoulders, some still bring me peace. I can't change the roads behind me, I can't rewrite yesterday, but I can face another sunrise without turning away. If my heart still beats this steady, then I've still got work to do. Every mile becomes a promise to the man I'm growing into. Wherever the morning finds me, I'll be standing on my feet, with an honest heart and open hands, no matter who I meet. Every mile has shaped my story, every storm has played its part. Wherever the morning finds me, home is living in my heart. I'll keep driving toward tomorrow, with the rising sun in view. Wherever the morning finds me, I'll keep making my way through. Wherever the morning finds me, I'll keep rolling on toward another sunrise. The wind calls out through the autumn trees, a hollow sound carries memories with ease. Fingers trace the scars where love once lay. In the fading light, you're slipping away, and all the stars can't guide me home. Their shimmer fades when I'm alone. The fires burn out, the ashes gray. The echoes of love won't seem to stay. I still hear your laugh ghost that lingers, tethered to my pain. The weight of absence wraps around my chest, a sorrow tune that never finds rest. And all the stars can't guide me home. Their shimmer fades when I'm alone. The fires burn out, the ashes gray. The echoes of love won't seem to stay. The strings of my heart fray all too thin, lost in the silence where you might have been. A melody lost in an unfinished song, fleeting stanza where we went wrong. And oh, the stars can't guide me home. Their shimmer fades when I'm alone. The fires burned out, the ashes gray. The echoes of love won't seem to stay. The wind calls out through the autumn trees. A hollow sound carries memories with ease. Fingers trace the scars where loved ones lay. In the fading light, you're slipping away. And oh, the stars can't guide me home. The echoes of love won't seem to stay. I still hear your laugh in the evening rain, like a ghost that lingers, tethered to my pain. The weight of absence wraps around my chest, a sorrow tune that never finds rest. The echoes of love won't seem to stay. The strings of my heart fray all too thin, lost in the silence where you might have been. A melody lost in an unfinished song, fleeting stanza where we went wrong. And oh, the stars can't guide me home. Their shimmer fades when I'm alone. The fires burn out, the ashes gray. The echoes of love won't seem to stay. The echoes of love won't seem to stay. Got there before the bait shop opened. with a shoebox tucked beneath my arm. The pier boards held the cold from midnight, salt hanging wet along the rail. I set the box down by my boots like I was there to finish something clean. Old receipts, 2 photographs, a hotel card, little proof of where we'd been. I told myself I'd leave it all behind, watch the morning carry off the weight. And one small movie ticket caught the spray and went soft between my fingers while I waited. What the tide took wasn't everything I brought. It pulled the dark back from the pilings, washed my footprints from the dock. What the tide took was the need to make it disappear. I came down here to lose the whole thing, found out I could leave and still keep what was real. There was a note from our first apartment, your handwriting leaning to the right, a photo from a diner off the highway, both of us laughing under bad fluorescent light. I didn't need to burn the evidence, didn't need to turn us into a mistake. Some things can stay true after they're over, some things can matter without asking you to stay. I closed the box when gulls came closer, moved it farther from the edge. That movie ticket stuck against my palm, ink running where the salt had touched the date. Let nothing go for sure. I kept one ticket in my jacket, put the rest beneath my arm. For the first time, keeping one small memory didn't feel the same as holding on. I thought healing meant a clean table, nothing left that knew your name. But forgetting isn't freedom, and remembering isn't the same as wanting things unchanged. The tide kept moving without asking, never once told me what to do. It just showed me something can't pass by without taking every part of you. What the tide took was the fight I had with yesterday. It didn't take the years we lived, didn't have to wash your name away. What the tide took was the thought that I had to choose between carrying every piece forever or acting like there'd been nothing here to lose. I kept one ticket, let the morning have the rest of the ache. Some things I can leave, some things I can take. I slipped the soft ticket in my pocket and Watch the horizon open wide.